G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. I am going to have another little go at some faux opals today. And this one is going to be the fire opal, the black fire opal. Maybe not so much true opal-ish because, I mean, I'm doing these sort of boat surfboard kind of shapes. But I'm going to go for that sort of look. So I'm going to do black on the bottom. Like normally when I do my, where is it? Normally when I do the pendants, I put them in those domed molds. I can't talk this morning. And so what is on the top here is on the bottom of the mold because they're domed. So, but today I'm going to do it backwards. I'm going to put the color in the bottom, then I'm going to put the flakes on top so that this will be the top rather, because I think it'll be prettier and shinier, especially in this mold. So anyway, we'll see what happens. See, this one was black background and this one was a white background. But the flakes I'm using today are going to be different to these. These are quite large kind of foil flakes. But then I got a packet of these. Actually, I got 2 packets. I was thinking they were 2 different colors, but they're not. They were just in different orders. Just got them from Amazon. It says professional use only. I think they're for nails. Colourful carving pattern powder. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, that's what they came in, and I got 2 of those. So the colours I'm using today is this sort of orangish red, and then I've got like a yellowish, there's a blue, and they're all like holographic. They all throw other colours, and the purple and a green. It did come with a lighter green, more of a yellow, but I'm going to save that for another one. I'll do the darker, brighter colours today, and then I'll do another set with white, and I'll use the lighter colours, the pale pink and the pale green or whatever that colour is, and some of the white. So I'll do that in the next one. So today, black fire opals, or maybe oh, how do you pronounce it? Dichroic? Is that how you call it? Dichroic glass kind of a look. Kind of like this effect. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll get something pretty anyway, not necessarily dichroic, not necessarily black opal, but let's hope it's pretty. Okay. And then with these I can always put one of these little thingies on the back. I have ordered some, they haven't come yet, but that would look really pretty as a little pendant, wouldn't it? I gave my mold a bath this morning. I put it in the sink with some warm soapy water and gave it a clean. But then don't dry it off with a towel. You'll just get fluff all over it. I brought it here and I went over it with the hairdryer. I've got my resin sitting in some hot water, just tap water, just to make it nice and thin and get the bubbles out. Let's dry that off. It's the Platinum 360 Plus, my new favourite resin. I'm going to order the big 15 kilo batch of it. So it comes in, I think, 2 5-kilo bottles of A and 1 5-kilo bottle of B. So I'll be doing that on Monday, ordering that, because today's Saturday. Right, I'm going to put in some black. This is the Lorez Midnight Black. Put a little bit of that in. Actually, I can change sticks now, can't I? And then I'm going to pour it into the little cardboard cup, just because it's easier to pour, because you can make a little spout there. Actually, I shouldn't stir so vigorously. I keep stirring vigorously because it takes me back to my acrylic pouring days where I stir my paint for a pour, but I shouldn't do it because it just gets bubbles in it. This is a really low bubble resin, and because I've put it in the hot water, I'm hoping that the bubbles will kind of float up to the top as well, much faster than if the resin was cold. It is 18 degrees Celsius or centigrade in my studio today. Coming up into the cooler weather. I'll put a little bit more. Actually, I'll use this stick a little bit more. I got the little stick out because I got the little cup out, but it's not that easy to stir with in this size cup. Change it back over into that cup. There we go. And I pour the resin into that. So what I'm going to do, going over that, I'm going to pour some black into these molds. I made up, what did I make up? 55 grams of A and 25 grams of B. Because A is heavier. If you have equal amounts, by the time you're finished, you'll have a lot of A left and none of B left. So, yeah. All right, there we go. That's stirred. I guess I could do this off camera, couldn't I, to save some time? But I don't know. Got my gloves on. It's a pain for me to have to take them off and press pause. Put them back on, come and stir the black. Take them off, press go. Put them back on again, start the video. It's just easier just to go for it. You guys can fast forward if you don't want to watch me mixing resin. Easy enough to do. Easier for you to do than it is for me to pause and restart, hey? All right, let's get that out. Okay. Got my baby wipe here. Got my little baby wipes always. Now, I'm not quite sure how many I'm going to be able to fill up. Well, I don't want to fill them, as I said. I just want to put a little layer on the bottom. So, actually, if I do it this way, which way? No, this way. If I do it this way, I can use my stick to catch the drips. So, yeah, I'm not sure how many I'm going to do. Hopefully, it'll do them all. But, yeah, I only need a little bit. And I thought, as well, making it nice and thin, hopefully it'll spread well. Obviously, I'm not going to fill these to the top. But hopefully they'll make pretty pendants, regardless of what we think they may look like. Try and get an equal amount in. Hopefully they'll all kind of spread. Those that haven't spread to the outside yet obviously need a little bit more. That one's done. That one's done. That one's done. It looks as if I'm going to do all of them. I have to write down how much I used, and I'll know for next time. This might even be too much for these. What do we got? 4, 6. Yeah. What have we got? No, 4, 8, 12. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? 12 of them. There we go. All right. Just want to cover the bottom as opposing covering the top. And I've still got left over. What else can I do with it? What else can I do with it? Nothing. All right, so that's it. I'm just going to torch these now. And then I'm going to have to come back to you. It's going to be a bit of a long video for me. Not necessarily for you, because it'll only be a blink of the eye for you. But for me, I'm going to have to come back in, I don't know, say 4 hours or so. And mix up some more and put these in. I'm going to kind of make a paste and put them in. So, yay! See how that goes. All right, I'll be back soon. Hey guys, it's been a few hours. I'm back. Now, I want to tell you what I've done. You know how I had these little jars? Well, I put them all in here, and I got my stick blender, and I thought, I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I blended them all up in the kitchen, and I got this. So they're much smaller pieces, which is, I guess, what you could call micro Mylar. I haven't ordered any. I think it's been a little bit difficult to find. The places that do have them seem to be out of stock. So anyway, that's what I did, because, you know, some of the shards are quite big. Like, look at that. And look at that, like they're quite big pieces. And I thought, I wonder how I can chop them up. So yeah, that's what I did. I hope it's going to work. Now, I was watching a few nail art videos, and they got their little bits of Mylar like that, and they got it on a soft fluffy brush, and they painted it on. So I'm kind of wondering if I should just do like one layer and paint them on, or mix them up with resin and pour it in. So I thought I'll just see, I might try one and just see how it works. I'm just brushing them straight back off again, I think. I guess it would work better if, because when they do the nails, I think they do one coat and it's still a bit wet. I mean, these are a bit, oh my gosh, they're a bit tacky, like it makes a dent. I don't want to waste any of these. It leaves a little dent. So, look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. So I didn't want to wait any longer until the resin was, you know, hard, because I want to kind of push them in there a little bit, see if that will work. The only issue is I'm thinking those that sort of still float up or are sitting a bit loose, if I put like clear resin over the top, are they going to kind of float to the top? I want to leave some black space in there. I'll push those down a bit. Hey, that's working, you guys. It is. Just have to make sure they don't go up the sides. So, like I said, the resin is tacky. Like it leaves a fingerprint there. It's not sticky, but it's tacky. If I could stick, you know, a stick in there. stick a stick in there. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, should I? Oh, there's a bigger piece. I'm in two minds about what to do with this, whether to just coat the whole thing like that and then pour clear on, or mix it up. How about I do half-half? How about I do half-half? How about I do these top 6 with brushing it on and putting clear in, and then when I make up my clear, I'll make up a little bit extra and I'll do those with it in. Hey, how about we do that? All right, let's do that. Let's do that. Oi, get out of there. You don't belong in there. So just brushing them on. I guess this way you might not use quite as many flakes. I do still want to see some of the black background though, that's the thing. Which I'm thinking, like, if I brush on a few too many, I won't see the black background. Whereas if I make up a paste, it might be a little bit easier to keep that black background. I should have probably come maybe half an hour earlier and painted these on. But then on the other hand, I thought I don't want to come and do it too early, because if it's too sticky, I'm going to get resin all over my brush, and I don't want that either. You know, you want them to, you want your little Mylar flakes to sit in there. You don't want your brush to get covered in resin, hey? Because then that would just be a big sticky mess. So it's a fine line, choosing when to do it, that it's still a little bit tacky, but not wet enough that your brush is going to get covered in resin. I guess a few might sort of float up to the surface. I'll try and push them in. I'll cover them all and then I'll push them in a little bit more. Whoops, I think I'm taking those away. If you find one that's still a little bit on the big side, you can just take him out. So I've got a mixture of blue, red, orange, yellow, purple. The purple was from a different container. Whoops, get out. You're a bit big. Yes, you are. Out you come. There's another big one. The purple, yeah, the purple was from a different container, and it was like a much harder sort of a foil kind of a flake. All right, one more, and then I'll put you on pause and I'll mix up some clear resin. And I'll coat these, and then I'll make a paste out of the rest of it and pour it in, just to see what the difference is so that we know which way works best. All right, now hopefully those little flakes will just come off my brush, which they are, because it would have been awful if, you know, the resin stuck to my brush. Don't want to do that. All right, so there we go. It didn't use up very much at all. Now I just want to sort of brush them off the side of the mold. If I've got any on the side, just kind of push it down a little bit. Get them off the side of the mold if they want to come off. It's a bit of a fiddly thing. Just pushing them down into that black resin. There's another one of those purple ones, the bigger ones. I don't think it got chopped up as well as the other flakes. It was a much thicker flake for some reason. Different brand, I guess, more of a foil, really. I need to go and get my tweezers, get those big bits out. I don't want the big bits in there. All right, that'll do me. Right, I'll go and mix up some resin. I'll be right back. Righto, I've made up my resin. Same one again, the Platinum 360. And hopefully those flakes will stay there. I'm a little concerned that they might float up to the surface when I pour clear on them, but we'll see, we'll see. All right, so there's my clear. And I'm just going to pour a little bit in there for now. Just move those off to the side. It's going to see if I can put some clear over the tops of these before I move on to those. So I'll make sure I've got enough clear, and I'm using this so I can get down nice and close. Oh, look at the colors. Oh my gosh, they just come alive with that clear resin. Wow, look at that. I made a mess. I spilt on the side. It's kind of static electricity. It kind of stuck to the side. Oh. All right, let me see if I can just wipe that off without getting my fingers in there. Oh, look at the colors. Oh, wow. That's so pretty. All right, let's do another one. So I want to make sure I've got enough clear for all of these before I move on and mix up the rest of my resin with the rest of the little Mylars. It's going to take up quite a lot, actually. I'm going to put some more in. Okay, here we go. Look at those colors though. You can just eat them up. Don't eat resin. Okay, here we go. Oh, those are just divine. I'm just letting the resin kind of self-level here. Oops, I need a paper towel. I've got all these paper towels cut into squares. I stand there and I rip, rip, rip. I had to go through a whole roll. And then they're just readily accessible when I need them. Okay, here we go. So I've got to make sure that I've got enough in there to cover all those little flakes. Kind of want it, I guess, maybe half full, these little pendant trays. About half full, I guess. So make sure there's nothing poking up, no little flakes poking up. If any of the ones that are stuck to the side decide that they want to go in and join the party, I'll just have to, you know, trim them off afterwards. That's looking really, really pretty. You know how sometimes, or when I've researched black opals or fire opals, even the black ones have some of them have that sort of haze over the top. That's something I'd like to try later. You know, when you make white opals, you put a little bit of white alcohol ink in. So I'm just wondering what would happen if I put a little bit of the white alcohol ink over the tops of these guys. Give that sort of smoky kind of a look. I don't want to do it in these ones. I don't want to do too much in one video. You know, that'll be another video down the track where I do the black opal, faux opal with that sort of cloudy look, like I did with the white opals. Where are they? Where did I put them? I keep moving them and then I can't find where I've put them. Anyway, right, so that's those ones done. Might just keep just a little bit of clear, just as an emergency, in case I want to top these up. So yeah, because I'm going to add the flakes to that. Actually, let's do it this. No, I'm in the wrong cup. Let me put this cup down. So I'd rather add the flakes to the resin rather than the other way around. Because if I've got too much resin in there, then I have to overcompensate and put too much of the flakes in. So we'll do it the opposite way. I just need a little stir stick. If I do it the other way and add the flakes to the resin, I can always add a little bit more resin, you know? Does that make sense? All right, here we go. So I'm going to make kind of like a paste. I don't want to put too much in to begin with, because that's my whole packet. It's probably 1.5 packets. Now, don't mix up too much. I want to get bubbles in there. And I don't want it so thick that I can't see the black layer underneath either. But I do want it to be kind of paste-like. Just so it looks as if they're kind of floating. Actually, I think I'll have to put some more in. So it's going to be a different look, that's for sure, to the other ones. The other ones you're going to be able to see that they're just one layer, I think. And these ones probably will look as if there's more in there and it's more of a paste, I guess. They look really pretty in there. Okay, so I need some more. There we go. Hopefully that's enough. I just had to make sure I had enough resin for 6 of them. I don't think there was enough in that first lot that I made up. Okay, so there we go. That's looking really, really pretty. Wow. Okay, now let's see if we can just make a little spout there. I'll just pour some of this in, hey? I'll use my little stick to catch that there. And I'll just even this out between these 6. Be interesting to see which way, works better. The one layer or the thicker paste. I think I'm liking the look of these better already. Yep. All right, I've only got a little bit left over. I'll make sure I've got enough to cover the surface. You need a little bit more just to get into that little corner there. Who else needs a bit more? Kind of feeling like I want to add more to these first 6 that I did. More glitter and more of a paste. You can still see the black through there though, can't you? I've got a little bit of resin left over. I did actually make 2 little hearts because you know how I had that black left over? I had the little bit of black left over, so I popped some in there. So the top one there, I've just brushed the flakes on like I did with the other one. So I'm just going to pour some clear resin over that one. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. If I put that there, can you still see? It was just a leftover and I thought, oh, there's no point wasting it. So that one can just have a little bit of the clear going over the top like I did with the first 6. 8. I can't count today. That's that one. And then I'll just pour a little bit of clear into there. And put a little bit of this in. It's nearly half my flakes gone already. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna need a bit more. Don't do that, Julie. I'll probably tip the whole thing in. Better off scooping out. That's just a little baby food container that I bought. I think there's a pack of 8 that you can buy. They're cute. I put my coloured crushed glass in them. Actually, that's probably a little bit too thick now. Made it into too much of a thick paste. Look, it's not really flowing anymore. I want it to be more of a... Needs to be a paste, but not like too thick. It needs to be able to flow and, you know, settle across there. I need to torch those. I can see bubbles. I guess that's the only downside with having it, doing it this way. You're going to get more bubbles because you're mixing your little flakes into the resin and you're giving them quite a good mixing up. So they do tend to get a little bit more bubbles in them. I just put a bit of clear in that just to thin it out a little bit more. See, it wasn't flowing. So I guess you can tell by doing that. You know, if it's not flowing, then add a little bit more clear to it. Just make sure you've got a little bit left over. Go in there. So you can see the difference already. That one to that one. I think I'm liking these better. I actually think I might go and put a little bit more. No, see, I can't now. I can't really put any more in. It's going to fill them up too much. That'll do. I've got a tiny bit left here. I guess I could. Could I? I don't know. You need a little bit more. Actually, no, I probably can't because that's all the resin I've got left over. It's all I've got, and that. It's not much at all, is there? Right, but anyway, look, I wanted to see what would happen if I brushed it on as opposed to making a paste. And now I know. Making a mess here. Right, so now I need to, I've used about half of that, I think. Oh, maybe not, about a third. Okay, so I'm going to wipe my hands and then I can torch. Because I can see there's lots of little bubbles in here. I'll bring you down. You can have a little bit of a closer look. Hey, I won't worry about the hearts though. It's nice and close, isn't it? You might even be able to see me pop bubbles. So see, they're in the middle there. There we go. There's a few little pieces sticking up. I'm going to just pour a little bit of clear over that. Because that is quite chunky, there's a few little pieces poking their little heads up to say hi. Where's my stick? I guess they're a little bit heavy, so hopefully they'll kind of sink a little bit. Just moving it all back in again because I poured the clear over and it's kind of made a little bit of a dip where I poured the clear into the center. So can you see the difference? I guess you can, between the top 8 and the bottom 8. Now I'm going to have to come back and sort of give it a torch every 5 minutes or so, just as the bubbles come up. But yeah, they're looking really pretty, aren't they? Look, I've got a tiny bit of resin and I've got a little bit of, I'm going to put a little bit more in these ones. Why not? I don't see that much of a difference. Yes, these have got less glitter in them, but apart from that, like, I don't see any benefit of dusting them on first. So I'm just going to use up the rest of my products and I'll see you hopefully this afternoon for the unmolding, because I can unmold in like 6 to 8 hours with this resin. See you soon. Okay guys, I'm back. It's been a few days because I thought, oh, I don't know if I'm really happy with these. I might just not even show you the video, but let's get them out anyway, hey? I'm sure we can use them for something. I had to look up what shape these were. Like, I didn't know. Like, it's a boat, it's a surfboard. I didn't know what shape it was. It's a, I don't know how you pronounce it. Marquee or Navette. Alright, so there we go. This was the one that had that sort of milky white in it. When I look at like real opals, they don't have that distinct line there. But look, you know, I wasn't going for an opal. Just more so something pretty. So hopefully, I'm not that keen on these ones. I'm hoping that the back ones will be better. I'm not even going to keep these. I'm just going to chuck them out. But anyway, we'll get them out. And they will need a sanding too, because of my stirring and, you know, I've gone up the edges. So we'll get them out. Oh no, I've torn it. I'm rushing. It's stuck to the side. That's okay. I've got more. So that's that's them. There's quite a few bubbles in it because, you know, I've been stirring while the resin was thickening, and anyway, not ideal. So let's get these ones out. I think I might be more happy with these ones. More happy? Happier. Are we sticking there as well? Oh gosh, did I torch too close? Did I torch too close? I might have. It's a little tiny bit stuck there. There we go. There we go. Oh my gosh, is all right. Is all right. Let's get all these out. Oh gosh, I'm getting stuck all over the place here. Oh, go carefully. I'm trying to go carefully and slowly. I'll just get them all out and then I'll show you. It's because I've gone over, like, you know, I shouldn't have put them in and then stirred, because the resin's gone up the sides. I love the way they go clink, clink, clink. All right, here we go. I do like these ones, this colour. See, I don't know, you probably can't see, but the resin's kind of gone up the side a little bit because of my stirring once they were in there. I shouldn't have done that. Just pour them and then leave them, otherwise the resin creeps up the sides. And then you've got resin stuck on the sides as well. Okay. Now, got a little, have you gone back in, have you? I thought I got you out. All right, so there we go. Now, they'll need a little bit of sanding. Oh, they're really pretty though. Look at them. Really pretty. So what I thought I would do, because there's that little lip. Now, let me just move these out of the way for a minute so I'm not getting dust everywhere. Because there's that lip at the top, what I thought I would do is give them a quick sand. And you've got to be careful that you don't scratch the top while you're doing this. You're just taking that little lip off. And then, I'll show you what I'm going to do. Once that's nice and smooth, give it a dust off. I'm getting more dust on it. Okay, so then what I thought I would do is give it a coat of clear nail polish. Went and borrowed this from my daughter Gemma downstairs in the granny flat, because I want it to kind of dome a little bit, and because I've sanded the top there, you know, when you sand resin it kind of goes a bit white and you don't want that. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of clear nail polish. This is the cheats way. I mean, you could resin it, but I think we could just get away with doing the clear nail polish. Make sure my fingers are out of the way. And just take that over the top, just so it covers that little top edge there where I've sanded. And it looks so pretty and shiny. Look at that. Not that it didn't look pretty and shiny before, but extra pretty and shiny now. Look at that. It's so pretty. I do like the smaller pieces of Mylar in there. Now the other thing I'm going to show you, I'm just going to put that down for a minute. Hang on one sec. I bought these online. They're just little glue-on bales. There was like a same shape as this marquise. Not sure how you pronounce it, whether it's got a silent S or not. But they were the same sort of shape, and I thought, oh, I'll just get the round ones. That way they can go on my ovals and they can go on my rounds and whatever. So all you got to do is just glue, put a blob of glue on that. Like so. Whoops. Under there. And then you've got a pendant. You know, you can put your little chain through there. So, yep. I'll be doing that. Isn't it pretty? Probably we'll need to, oops, you're sliding around. It's not glued on, it's just sliding around. But yeah, you can get different shapes. I probably should get the similar shape to match that. But there it is. I hope that video was a little bit interesting for you. You learned something. I sure did. My other flakes and things have arrived, so I'm very excited to do some more of these. But what I did wrong, and I'm not going to do it again, is I'm going to just put a little thin layer of the clear with the Mylar flakes in it, or opal flakes, or whatever you want to do, and then fill it up with black or fill it up with white. So you've only got a little thin layer. That way it looks more realistic and you're not wasting all your flakes. See, they're all sunk to the bottom anyway, so putting a really thick layer of resin is not beneficial because they just all sink. But anyway, there it is. I'll take a photo of it outside so you can see the gorgeous colours. All right, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching, you guys, and hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you soon for the next one. Okay, bye for now.